So the child in an MRI example is a really neat one when we're thinking about targets. So we first have to discuss who is the target in the value chain, because it's a B2B example. And there are multiple different people it could be. We probably have a child and then their parent, and then we have the MR tech, who's the person who puts the child into the MRI, and then we have the radiologist, the pediatrician, the doctor that referred the child in the first place, maybe a purchasing department, and ultimately a payer, an insurance company or a government. So the decision for the value proposition, as we could only have one target, is which one of these is our key stakeholder. And in the value chain, in this case, I think it's the MR tech. So the value proposition is written entirely from the perspective of that one single stakeholder, and the rest of the stakeholders are captured in a separate document called the value chain document. So when we look through this particular value proposition, the insight is quite key, all about how a child struggles to stay calm when they're inside an MRI, and any movement can lead to distorted images, and that ultimately leads to poor diagnosis. And we move through different competitors and alternatives within the value proposition, none of which are really addressing that issue head on. So we have a value proposition with a benefit, which is about making children less anxious. The reasons to believe are comprehensive: how the company used technology, ambient projection, the design of the machine, and the advertising that I've put with this particular example shows a collaboration with Disney, which all goes to the same kind of direction on the reason to believe, which is reinforcing the benefit that the child will be made less anxious. And then ultimately we move on to a superiority statement about how this is the only device designed to ensure that children are less anxious, or something along those lines.